Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To throw on 2nd down. Franklin. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Yards and leads to 3rd down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Carson. And that's good.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Franklin. He'll find Metcalf. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, Franklin. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off play action. Franklin. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Operating from the gun. Franklin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now Baker. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Rams
from the gun. Baker. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
42-yard line.
Here's Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Los Angeles.
Baker now. Throwing on 1st down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 7 catches, 72 yards. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, Carson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 16 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second down, it's Carson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Franklin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
At their own 17.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On third down, it's Lawrence. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
On now is the punter, Johnny Hecker, who in fact grew up just north of here in nearby Bothell. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Carson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
To throw is Baker on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawrence. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Baker. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Baker on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Justice Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run the counter. Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franklin. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 37.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Franklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Operating from the gun, Franklin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Baker. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Baker. That one complete. He finds Shark. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Baker on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 28-yard
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Seahawks 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Here's Baker. Off play action. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
By number 34. Taken down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Baker now. Off the play fake. Open man is Ross, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49.
From the gun, Baker. Throw left side, complete. It's Henry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
First down, Rams.
On first down, it's Lawrence. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Rams.
Throwing on first down, Baker. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Los Angeles.
John Ross. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
From the gun, Franklin. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Santa Clara, and the Colts have scored to move in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Baker firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4 yards to go.
From the gun, Baker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on first down. It's Lawrence. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At that 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards.
From the gun, Baker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Looking to throw on second down. Franklin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Baker. And it's complete. Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted. And they did.
To throw is Baker. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Lead to number 34. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Darrell Taylor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down and goal.
Baker going to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and
it's second down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence.
Number 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Baker to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Franklin. Offense for... Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Rams have got it back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.